Thank you, Chris. He's so good at mansplaining, isn't he, you guys? Give him a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here in beautiful Santa Barbara. You guys are so lucky. I actually feel really at home here. I went to school here. I went in Carpinteria. I went to the Kate School. Many of you guys know that. It may soon be for sale, so great piece of property. Anyway, it's summer. Everybody enjoying it? Yeah. Has anybody seen, there's these articles out there that talk about summer penis? Really? Yes. That science has proven that men's penises get bigger during the summer. Yes, ladies. I find this very hard to believe. I mean, what's going to come next? December dick? Right? That is not the package I'm looking for Christmas, you know? Then January Johnson? What do we get as ladies? Just fall tits? Might explain a lot, right? At least we can pick them up, right? I don't know. Anyway, you guys don't know me, and a little bit about me. I'm a single mom. Yeah. And you know what's hard about being a parent? You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy. Like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. And then they find out it's because I have 4. I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is, but I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. Oh, yes. I guess that's a rough joke to tell these days. But I think having kids is more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. In case you guys were wondering, my pancakes do not like that joke. Not at all. Actually, my first pancake, she dislikes it so much, she disinvited me from her wedding, you guys. And I was so sad. I was like, honey, you don't understand. You don't get redos of these special days in your life like weddings, unless you're me. And then you get a couple. That's right, I've been married twice. You know, you can actually get worse at something. Yes, I'm living proof. But you know what, you guys? It's not like I didn't try. At the end of my last marriage, I was willing to do anything to try to save it. I learned to cook. I went to therapy. I even took a class on how to give a great blowjob. That's right. It's not that I learned anything that technical, but I did learn that the secret to giving a great blowjob is pretending you like doing it. No takers. I guess it was more of an acting class. I guess I just tell that joke so you guys know I give a great blowjob. Yeah. Someone's got to know, right? You know, parenting is hard, but it was even harder during the pandemic, right? I mean, we used to say grace, and now we just sit down and say fuck it. And my youngest, who's 11, you know, she really craves structure and rules, so she came up to me and she told me that she wanted me to have a swear jar. And I was like, I'll pay you $20 to shut the fuck up about the swear jar. And she was like, how about 80? And I was like, I have taught you some fucking things. You know, it was even hard with my older kids, like my 19-year-old son. I used to be like, when are you gonna stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you gonna come home with weed? Yeah. And so I remembered that this same son last Mother's Day gave me a joint for Mother's Day. And he told me that it was his dream to get high with me. And I was like, that's great. It's my dream never to be sober. Yeah, and I went in the closet and smoked it without him. I mean, you gotta have boundaries, right? It's hard being a parent. Your kids think that they want the cool parent until you become the cool parent, and then they're like, when are you gonna stop hitting on my friends? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's, you know, but there was like a silver lining to the pandemic for me. I didn't have to lie to my youngest about why I didn't want to take her to Disneyland anymore. If you're a parent in Southern California and you can afford to go to Disneyland and you don't, you're kind of like the Grinch or something, because it's like a spiritual journey for kids. That's why I used to tell her that the park was in Massachusetts. Yeah, that's all fun and games until she flunks geography, right? I guess I have to come up with a new story. But I think the real reason that I hate Disneyland is the rides remind me of a map of all my failed relationships. Like, take the Splash Mountain ride. It reminds me of all my hookups. Never as wet as I thought I would be. And God, I wish there weren't any pictures. and Small World ride. And it reminds me of divorce. I mean, at the end of the day, it takes forever. You're in the dark, and I'm just stuck with a bunch of singing children. I can still hear them. It's a world of lawyers, a world of tears. It's a world of secrets and wasted years. There's so much that we share that it's time to beware. Why did I ask for full custody? Apologies for the impromptu karaoke. Did you guys know they don't serve alcohol at Disneyland? Yes. You would if you were a parent. It's a very long day. They try to sell California Adventure as a separate theme park. But you guys, that is just a bar for grown-ups. I mean, we would go there if it was just a tire swing and a keg. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. This part of my set was sponsored by Knott's Berry Farm. They have booze because they only have Snoopy. So, dating is hard. I live in Santa Monica. You guys are probably all up here. But, on every woman's dating journey in Southern California, I think you're bound to hit a bunch of snags. And by snags, I mean super new age guys. You know who these guys are, right, lady? The guy in your yoga class with the man bun, the Om tattoo, and the crystal bracelet. Best thing about dating these guys is borrowing their jewelry. Yeah, and I hear they're kind of fun to cry and masturbate with. I don't know. But you know what? I have to admit, I'm a little bit new agey. It's kind of rubbed off on me, but I'm also practical. So, I have crystals for my anxiety, and I also take Xanax. And I have my house feng shui just in case it works, and I take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas all over my house, but not by choice. People just keep leaving them with me, kind of like STDs. Anyway, anybody have a birthday coming up? Anyone? No? No birthdays?
Mine.
Yeah, and you do? You have a birthday? Do you like your birthday?
I love it.
Oh, good. So do I. Some people don't. They feel like it makes them feel another year older. But I kind of feel like I'm still fun. I'm still vibrant. I'm still dating 26-year-olds. Yeah, that's right. I really like young guys. But you know what's hard about dating younger guys is there's always an expiration date, because they're bound to say something insensitive, do something stupid, get grounded. The other day, one of my girlfriends asked me if the guy I was seeing was my boyfriend. I was like, I am too old to have a boyfriend. He's my fuckboy, of course. It didn't go over very well. He doesn't like that joke at all. But you know what? I feel like we're teaching each other a lot, but I'm kind of afraid that I'm becoming a hipster. He's gotten me into vinyl and stuff. I feel like I'm one fedora away from having a food truck. Yeah, it's a problem. I guess I'll leave you guys with this. There was one more thing that was a silver lining of COVID. It gave me an excuse to give up on dating apps, because I really just didn't want to worry about COVID and herpes at the same time. But I really do hate dating apps because they turn people into the equivalent of fast food. They're not good for you, but they're hot and available right now. Like this one guy I dated, he was just like Chick-fil-A. Warm, delicious, but my gay friends were not having it. And this other guy, he was just like Subway, a foot long, but kind of weird with my kid. There's one Jared fan out there, I see you. And the last guy, he was truly a happy meal. He left a smile on my face, but the toy was the best part. Yes, thank you guys. I'm Maggie Hyde.